If you're considering one of Audi's beautiful 7 model four-door hatchbacks, the middle one, the S7, is the one to get. Many automakers provide different variants of their models of increasing levels of performance, but Audi is particularly good at distinguishing theirs, both in terms of performance and price. For example, the base A7 has 333 horsepower, the S7 has 450, and the RS7 has 560. Now, would I like an RS7? Yes, absolutely. But here's the thing. It costs a good $26,000 more than the S7, whereas the S7 costs less than $15,000 more than the A7, and it gets you more than halfway there. Here's what it has. Now, unlike the A7, which has a turbocharged V6, the S7 has the same 4-liter turbocharged V8 as the RS7. Now, the twin turbos here have less boost pressure, 12.3 psi versus 17.4 in the RS7, but there's still a lot. It does 0 to 60 in a claimed 4.5 seconds versus the RS7's 3.7 seconds. But really, it's the immediate thrust and excellent sound of this V8 that really makes it excel beyond the A7 in ways that the numbers just don't reflect. As for the numbers, the A7 does 0 to 60 in about 5.2 seconds. The S7 also has a 7-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission that we prefer to the 8-speed Tiptronic in the A7 and the RS7. The shifts are lightning fast, and it also gives you a much more dramatic launch when you use the launch control. What you do is you put the transmission into sport mode, knock back the stability system, turn off the auto stop-start, stand on the accelerator and the brake, and it revs much higher than it does in the RS7. Let off the brake, and I'm telling you, if you have passengers, when you let off that brake, they're going to be terrified. Now, the drivetrain alone might be worth the price of admission, but there is more. The S7 comes with the RS7's standard adaptive suspension with air springs, and what that does is give the car more of a dual personality and also makes it ride remarkably comfortably, even with the adaptive suspension in its firmer dynamic setting and on optional 21-inch wheels with glorified rubber band tires. The road holding is great for a heavier car, and if you want to dial things up a bit, for just $3,500 with the optional Sport package, you can add a limited slip rear differential, a variable ratio dynamic steering, and an active exhaust. I could live without the first two. Honestly, the steering on the S7 is not its high point, or the high point of any Audi for that matter, but what you really want is the active exhaust. Without it, you are not getting the full effect of that V8. Now, with that package, we're up to roughly $18,000 more than a base A7. But in addition to what I mentioned, it also includes other features that are not standard on the A7, like a head-up display, sports seats, Bose premium stereo, and adaptive headlights. There's no question all 3 of the 7 models are great cars, and the RS7 would certainly be a treat. But if you're looking to get the most for the least, the S7 is it.
Thanks for watching. Click here for more videos and here to subscribe to our YouTube channel.